It's another Dark Avenger Live. Welcome, everybody, to Dark Avenger Live episode 55. Wow, we are moving up there. We're going to get to episode 100 soon. And, guys, if we look exhausted, well, he was working. I was shopping. Tonight, after this live show, will mark the last night I have to deal with any Christmas shopping whatsoever. And I'm super happy about that. Obviously, nobody... I noticed when it comes to these live shows, a lot of people don't pop. I knew we froze. I was going to say, maybe once we start getting more consistent with our live shows, we'll be able to
get more people,
viewers. Pop on when we start, like when we do Frontline Live, where people are waiting for us because they know we come on. So that was one of the things I mentioned during this huge update video I did on Weekly Comic Book Call 105, which was for books 3 weeks ago now. If you want to know
books,
I know. If you'd like to know all the little what's going to be going on this channel for the next couple of weeks, I would definitely recommend going to check that video out. But since nobody's on yet, the abbreviated version is hauls are going to be discontinued until January because they're probably going to be later than when we do the reviews. Except for some reason, 2 weeks ago's books made it right before we did the 2 weeks ago's books. So I will be showing those off on this live show. Reviews might be will probably be all digital, other than, like I said, this one. Like I said, shows are going to be a bit late, and the live show this week. Obviously, the live show's on Friday. Next Friday is Christmas, so we're going to be possibly going live Wednesday. Now, Tuesday, we have some things we're going to be doing, so we won't. Michael and I won't be making it to Frontline Live, unfortunately. While I'm finishing shopping, that doesn't mean the family's not finished, and that means we get dragged along.
Yep.
Hooray. So Tuesday we won't be on Frontline Live. Not this week anyway. It's too close to Christmas, too many extra things that we're going to be doing. But anyway, Wednesday, which is the night before Christmas Eve, we'll probably call it Dark Avenger Live, Dark Avenger Eve.
I thought you were going to say it was the night before Christmas Eve.
No,
it was the night before.
Don't be stupid.
I'm not. That's brilliant. I'm trying to be.
You're brilliant.
It was the night before Christmas Eve.
I will have every. Okay, give us 1 second because I can see where this is going and. It's going in a direction I don't like, and I want to make sure that we'll be okay. So I'm going to start up this one last time. There. Hopefully that should be good. I'm going to actually go into the live chat anyway. While I'm doing that, anyway, shows are going to be late. Comic reviews, other than this next one, will probably be all digital, and hopefully by January everything will be back in order. We'll do the haul live in a couple of seconds. I just want to get the live show up and running again. In order. We'll do the. There we go. And the live chat is up. Frank Perna. Hi, Frank. How you doing?
Oh, hey, Frank.
So I've got the live chat up. I'll be checking it periodically.
He's actually
Brooklyn Boys, yes.
Well, one of the racers for Sunday.
Yes. So this is a big weekend, actually. For those of you that don't know, this weekend we have the Brooklyn Boy race, which is going to be 9 to 10 exact, because this Saturday also at 10 is the last episode of the season finale to Into the Badlands, so I'll be watching that. Not only is Into the Badlands ending on Sunday. Oh, I mean Sunday, but Sunday morning, the last episode of One Punch Man is coming out. So Sunday is a dual season finale. We've got the season 1 finale for One Punch Man in the morning, and then the season finale of Into the Badlands at night. The day before that, tomorrow, Saturday, we've got the next episode of Ash vs. Evil Dead, which I believe is episode 8. So there's still 2 more after this weekend's episode before Ash versus Evil Dead goes off the air, which I believe if we go 2 more weeks, 1, 2, yeah, it's ending on January 2nd, 2016. So it's ending in a new year, which is okay. I could live with that. Season 2 is supposed to be starting up, I believe, mid to end of 2016. So it was already guaranteed. I'm very happy about that. And hopefully Into the Badlands will get a second season as well. I'm really loving that. And the best news ever, One Punch Man also will be getting another season, hopefully sooner rather than later. All depends on the writer. Little setup for you guys. Jeremy and I will be doing a I don't want to call it a review, but it's going to be a season overview of One Punch Man as well as our thoughts on the season. So yeah, it is kind of a season review, but it's not a full review. It's mostly our thoughts and how much we enjoyed the series, because obviously we are immensely enjoying it. I'm loving One Punch Man. I can't wait for the next season to come out. Personally, I fell in love with the series. I don't know how that happened, but it really spoke to me in ways that I wasn't expecting. So, okay. Want to make sure the live chat's still going good? Yes. Okay. So let's get into the books we got this week. And there's actually one book that I really liked. So for those of you, I'll mention it at the end of the show for when everybody pops on that we're doing the whole video first. First thing 2 weeks ago, which I feel like more, if you haven't been buying any Star Wars book, check this out. This was free at your local comic shop. It's a previews book for all the Star Wars books that are out now and that are going to be ending soon, like Lando, the Star Wars series, the Darth Vader series, the Shattered Empire series, and, of course, the current Vader Down series that's going on. So, really, this is not a preview book for things that are coming in 2016. It's more of, could you please open that window? It's a little hot in here. It's more of basically, this is what's been going on. If you haven't been reading Star Wars, you might want to check this preview book out. If you've been reading Star Wars like we have right along, this book is, thank you. I appreciate that. This book is this book is unneeded, and you could leave it at your comic shop for somebody who hasn't read Star Wars. But for somebody who hasn't read Star Wars and you want to give them some previews of what's been going on in Star Wars, well, here's your chance. So that's that. That's the free book. Now, there is one book I got that did not come out this week, but this edition of it did. And this is, remember, 2 weeks ago. Not this week. This week's books, hopefully, will come tomorrow. I have hope, because I believe when we got the email that these books, which is a lot of books here, when we got the email that these books were shipped to us, the day after, which was Wednesday, we got the email that this past Wednesday's books were shipped. So maybe because we had less physical books, because this was a hefty week, maybe that means that we're going to be getting this week's books tomorrow, which is going to be a clutter of books. So that's why we're probably going to be, after this live show, we're going to take a break. Obviously, the live show is only going to be about an hour. But after the live show, we're going to take a break. And then because these books, again, are very late, we're probably going to be doing just another recap review. And then this week's books, because we are on time, to my knowledge now, this week's books will be more of a review. But we did talk about a nice amount of these on Frontline Live. We were on Frontline Live this week. For example, Birthright, number 12. I really enjoyed this issue. I don't want to obviously review. This is supposed to be the whole part. So we got Birthright 12, which I'll put here. This is supposed to be a glow-in-the-dark cover. I don't know if it'll work with, obviously, the glare of the computer screen.
No, I mean here.
Let me see if I take it out. No, I don't see anything that was supposed to be glow in the dark. It's claimed to be a glow in the dark issue, but I don't. Maybe I'm wrong, but they claim this was a glow in the dark. No, this one looks like it's the glow in the dark one. Issue 11.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
So we'll have to see.
I was quoted that this was glow in the dark, but I don't see it as a glow-in-the-dark cover. It looks just like a normal cover for me. Maybe that was just the title of the cover, but Ninjak number 10. And I apologize for the white glare. I wish there was something I could do. We got Star Trek Green Lantern, the grand finale of the crossover between Star Trek and Green Lantern. And while I mention that, let me go over to DC Comics real quick, because as that one is ending, and I did a review of this book on Comic Frontline already, so it's no surprise here. Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from DC Comics started 2 weeks ago as well. This is an excellent first issue, but again, it's an intro issue, so be prepared for it to be an intro. Walking Dead 149.
Yeah, I gotta get reading that one.
This I'm really happy about, and unfortunately we didn't get to read this digitally because we don't read UDON digitally, so we're going to be reading this tonight, and that's Street Fighter issue number 1. I did read inside, and apparently it's not going to show up here, but apparently something happened to Ryu in the previous volume, and I didn't know it, but Ryu now has a permanent scar on his chest.
Oh, wait, let me see that.
Yeah, apparently he has a scar on his chest, and a lot of this book is him coming to terms with that.
Was it after the Akuma effect or something?
I think so, because I think the recap shows him with...
Yeah, because that was during the time where he was with the Akuma thing. Where he was evil Ryu fighting against Ken.
Yeah,
and
so
then
I
that's
don't know.
when it happened.
I feel bad, though. I found out after getting this issue that there's actually a 12-issue connecting variant. And if I would have known, I would have grabbed it. Maybe if we have a light week, I'll pick up another one of issue number 1 with the connecting variant if it's still available. If not, then, well, we won't be getting the connecting variant for the covers. But this book, I'm so happy Street Fighter is back. I'm so happy Street Fighter is back. You have no idea. Spidey 2099. This one features mostly Captain America 2099, which I like that. Secret Wars. This was supposed to be the grand finale. Apparently, we have one more issue in January. Hooray. I'm so excited. Can you hear the excitement in my voice? Good. Yeah. I didn't realize I got this physically, and I got this digitally. I guess it's because it's Lex Luthor, and obviously I collect all the Superman books, so I did get the Dark Side War Lex Luthor one-shot. I guess I completely forgot I got that. We've got 2 Green or Emerald Archer books. We've got Green Arrow 47 and Robin Hood 17. Recently announced Pat Shan's going to be ending. Well, this volume of Robin Hood's going to be ending at issue 20, and that will also be Pat Shan's last book. Green Arrow still going on, and I see another comment popped up. Can't wait to watch this when I get home. Hope you guys have a good night. Tim, it's okay, man. Yeah, when you come on, you're going to be seeing this haul video. Yeah, everybody's busy, so we didn't expect too many views, but I want you guys to know that we're going to start being more consistent with these live shows. And this is not the month to start the consistency when basically everybody's busy. And that's, again, why these shows are going to be half-hour to hour-long shows, because I know a lot of you guys aren't going to want to watch it live, so I'm going to make it keep it short enough so you'll watch it afterwards. We got Batman Superman 27, which this series should have ended. I did find some very good things. I will talk about the DC solicits at least. Not Marvel, but DC's. And then finally, we got Amazing Spider-Man number 4.
And I read that one. That one was
one thing. There is one extra, which I will show in a minute. But one thing I heard with the solicits in... Well, let me show you this first. Batman Dark Knight, the 3rd volume, came out 2 weeks ago. The first issue. I got it digitally, and there was a reason, because there is a certain volume, and that's this right here. This is a hardcover edition of the issue. Each book comes with X amount of variants, but then 2 weeks later, a hardback edition of the book comes out, and the price on the book says $12.99, but if you get your stuff at a discounted store, you can get this cheaper, and that's how I got this.
Can you be careful with that?
I'm being very careful.
You were like 3 times almost.
So what it is you get all 8 issues as a hardcover, and then the last issue, the last hardcover, also comes with a obviously you have to make it. It comes with a cardboard box that you make, and then you're supposed to be able to slide all these in. And I was wondering why until I saw the what do you call it, the spine. Apparently, yes, it does say issue 1 on the spine, which it's not going to show because our pictures are too, it zooms too far. Yeah, no. So it says number 1 here, take my word for it. But there's a picture. So apparently all 8 issues, when you put them out, it'll be like this long. It'll probably be,
it's
like probably
the
going to make a
Dragon Ball
picture.
Z thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's probably going to make a picture. And I'm excited to get the other 7 issues of this. And I like that the cover is more of a sketch variant for the original cover. Makes it unique. I like that it's white. I like the back. I like that it's hardback. And also in here, I'm leaving it in the plastic. Since I've read this already digitally, I'm going to preserve the books until I get the box. And when I get the box, obviously I'll take all of them out of their plastics and stick them in the box. But until then, I'm going to keep this in the plastic. But I will be getting all 8 issues like this. I'll be reviewing them on time digitally, but I won't be getting the physical ones until the hardcover comes out. These are gorgeous. If you are willing to spend the extra money, this is a really nice collector's way to get your last. I believe this is the final volume to the Dark Knight trilogy, as they're calling it now. What's good, Tim? That was Frank Perna. Tim is not here, Frank. He's going to be watching this off live. But if you'd like to leave a comment after the video goes off live, because all these comments unfortunately don't save. I wish they would, but they don't. And I don't know what YouTube's doing. I know YouTube's attempting to fix several things, but right now they're not. When they do, hopefully the comments will stay. But I'm really happy with this book. And if you are debating over the edition, I know there are no pictures of this out there, really. It's really nice. It's bound really nice. I like the side picture idea where when you get them all, they'll all make a picture. I like that they used a sketch variant. And it's a nice book. For the amount of money you spend, if you like the series, this book's worth it, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. Personally, I don't splurge on variants. You guys know me. I'm not for variants. I'm if anything against it, unless it's the same price as the original comic. In this case, I decided to take a chance, and I'm happy with the first issue, and I'm sure I'll be happy with the other 7. So it's a rare occasion where we decide to do something special with our comics. And DC Comics, other than this, has been very fair with their monthly variant covers. They're basically all the same price. As a matter of fact, we missed out on Batman this week. I forgot to grab that. It's coming in this week's books. I won't be reviewing Batman anyway till issue 50, but I got the Harley Quinn Black Book, baggie, which you can get 1 of 3 covers. Alex Ross does the Batman variant cover. So either you get the colored variant, you get the sketch variant, or you get some type of really ultra rare variant that involves Alex Ross. I have no clue what that is, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed I get the colored variant because I like it in color. I don't like that black and white. If it's signed, however, that's a completely different story. That's fine. I'll take that then. No, I'll take that with no problem. All right, now what I heard in February or March, which is when the issue 50s are coming out. We're at what, 47 now? 48 is January, 49 is February. March, yes, March is the 50s. Good news, Batman will be back in his book. Bruce Wayne will be taking up his mantle again, so obviously the amnesia thing's going to break at issue 50. And Superman is going to get his powers back by issue 50 of all of his books. So apparently, whatever's going to be going on with Superman over the next 3 months is concluding in March. Because in March, not only will he be getting his powers back, but he will be coming face to face with the pre-New 52 Superman. This has me at a mixed emotional state. Yes, I'm really excited because it was inevitable. They were going to meet. You knew it. They were both in the same universe now. And Green Lantern is going to be facing pre-New 52 Parallax, which I find redundant because before the New 52 started, Hal Jordan redeemed himself as Parallax. So you've got you have Superman who was right before Flashpoint, and then you got Parallax who was before Emerald 0 Hour. And there's still several other superheroes that are out in different universes somewhere who will probably show up sooner rather than later. But beside the point, I have a mixed emotion about the old Superman meeting the new Superman. My main concern is what will happen after this meeting. Will one Superman mind especially go away? Will, one go space traveling, which I don't think would be good for either book. I think both Supermen can exist on that world together. One doesn't have to be Superman. The other, one could be like what Clark's been doing for the past, I don't know how many years they claim. He's been in the shadows. I have no problem with that. I don't know what DC Comics is doing anymore with their characters. So honestly, it's a toss up in the air because they are literally willing to do whatever they want to bring in views, to bring in sales. And that's what scares me. When a company is willing to delve to whatever depths they have to get sales, they'll do it. And that worries me with Superman.
Yeah.
You have no comment for that.
I'm just saying, this could go any way for the New 52 meet with pre-New 52.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what happens if it's going to be a versus book. They're probably going to team up, or this is what they should do, what you said. They should make a book that's New 52 Superman and another book that's pre-New 52 Superman.
Oh, but back in the original universe.
Well, yeah. They should do separate universes. Like
I don't think that's going to happen. I wish they would.
I don't know. Something tells me that this could go good or bad. This could go in either direction for either one of our heroes. And not just Superman, but to all the heroes. Batman, Wonder Woman,
I agree.
Green Lantern,
I agree. Now, another thing, that's moving away from comics a minute. Everybody's talking about the new Star Wars movie. It came out today.
Oh.
Midnight was last night. It was in London 2 days ago.
Yeah, and the box offices actually did a lot better than the last part of the Harry Potter movie, from what I heard from the news.
How could you compare Star Wars to Harry Potter?
No, the box office, like
in London, you mean?
No, in the United States today.
Oh, okay. All I know is
that's what I heard.
People love to throw spoilers out, and I don't understand why they do that. That's so mean to people who don't like hearing spoilers. Personally, for me, I heard the spoilers. It doesn't matter to me. I still want to see the movie. If anything, now I know what to expect. Does it take a little bit of the shock factor away? Sure. But again, I'm somebody, when I was growing up, okay, perfect example. Christmas is right around the corner. I went scavenging for my Christmas presents until I found them. And I spoiled every single one of them. And I knew exactly what I was getting on Christmas. And I just pretended to be happy. And that was that. I'm not a person that gets discouraged or gets upset if something's spoiled. It doesn't bother me. Are we going to talk about the spoilers tonight? Absolutely not. Because I feel like, first of all, not everybody went to go see the movie. Second of all, everybody should wait to talk about this movie, spoiler-wise, for at least a week. At least a week, 2 weeks. Because the tickets were sold out all the way through till next week when it came to Star Wars. So, to be honest, my honest opinion is we shouldn't have spoilers be showing up anywhere until 2 weeks from now. But obviously, you've got the trolls. You've got the people who just love it. I went to see the midnight release, so guess what? Spoilers. I mean, somebody went as far as to take screenshots of a certain scene that happens in the Star Wars movie. And I'm like...
And they get more views, probably.
Oh, no, they just took a screenshot and shared it on Reddit.
Oh.
Yes, it popped up. I went looking up The Force Awakens. I'm looking into a lot of the collectible toys. 2016, I was talking to Mike before the live show. When it comes to toys, I really would love to get into the New Adventures of Batman line. And because Star Wars is a huge commodity right now, I really would like to get into some Star Wars toys and collectibles. It popped up because apparently last night was the London release. So everybody and their uncle was talking about it on Reddit, and it somehow popped up. But for me, I didn't care. I found out everything, and it didn't bother me. Did you like Star Wars Battlefront? Frank Perna asks. Yes and no. I like it. It's visually gorgeous. The playtime is fun, but after a certain amount of time, it gets boring. And with my experience with Battlefront on the PlayStation 2. I know a lot of people are saying, don't complain you don't have space battle. I miss that. I miss the space battles. See, the whole point of the Battlefront for me was I love Rogue Squadron. I mean, now that they brought out a new Star Wars, maybe there'll be a new Rogue Squadron game at some point. I think that'd be great, especially because Star Wars Rebels is coming out at the end of next year. That'd be perfect time to bring out another Rogue Squadron game. We've only had 3. We had 1 for the N64. We had 2 for the GameCube. We are ready. We are ready to have it not only on the Nintendo console, but we are ready to have it on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. I am ready for a Rogue Squadron.
But isn't that Nintendo exclusive?
No, it is not.
Oh wait, because of the Xbox.
It was, but not anymore.
Well, that was, yeah.
My personal opinion, I want a new Rogue Squadron game. I don't care about Battlefront's fun, especially if you have right now we don't have PlayStation Plus. So I'm playing on the solo campaign. I got like a 3-day trial and I played online for a little while, but to be honest, I wanted more than what I got, and I'm not paying $50 for a season pass. There is absolutely no way in hell I will pay $50 for a season pass, especially because the most I've ever paid for a season pass was $25, and that was for Alien Isolation, and that was it. I never bought any of the season passes for, what were the games? Assassin's Creed. Never bought anything for any of the Call of Duty. I personally, when it comes to Call of Duty, I will say this, though. I didn't get a season pass for Call of Duty, Black Ops, either one with the zombie packs. But when the zombie packs came out, I did tend to buy 1 or 2 of them without the season pass. So I ended up getting some zombie maps, as they came out, other than having a season pass and getting them through the season pass. So there were those, but I don't normally do season passes. Period. I'm not a fan of season passes unless I know I'm going to want to be in this game for a while. Even Halo, which I don't believe Halo actually has a season pass. I'm probably wrong.
No, they don't. I don't think.
Halo, on the other hand, I know when like multiplayer maps came out for Halo 2, Halo 3, ODST, Reach, I was always buying those. There was no question about it. I was always getting the new stuff that came out for the Halo games. Will I be doing it for Halo 5? Maybe, maybe not. I don't think so. Back when we were on the gaming systems, we had a group of friends, and our group of friends, we all followed each other. If one of us got like a DLC pack, most of us followed behind, or vice versa. If I would have gotten it, usually they would have followed behind. So without friends to play with, like a group of friends to play with, it's a lot harder to make decisions as far as buying DLC. But when it comes to Battlefront, bare bone, without any DLC added to it, it's a fun game. I'm not going to take that away from it. Is it worth $60 though? No. I think that by this time, 3 months from now, that game's going to go down to at least 40. At least. Maybe right now Star Wars is out, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe after Star Wars goes out of the theaters, it'll go down to 40. Right now it's at the peak, as they say, because everything Star Wars is going to be expensive. When are you going to upload Halo 5? Okay, here's the deal. We did all of Halo 5. We are 2 weeks away from the new year. What we're going to do is, obviously, we've got Christmas, and then we've got New Year the week directly after, and then a week after that's Tommy's birthday, and then a week after that's this guy's birthday. What we're going to do...
I'm Michael. Hi, how are you?
I didn't know your name. Anyway, don't I know that.
This guy. All right, well, let's continue.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. We're going to let 2015 end. The week of Tommy's birthday, we're mostly going to have that planned out pretty early. So January is just birthdays, which is pretty solid. So what we decided was, we've got all the recordings. We're going to edit them. We're going to put them to, well, we don't really edit them. We're going to separate them as far as how we want them to come out. And starting the beginning of January, not January 1st, because obviously that's New Year's Day. but during the first week of January, upload should begin for Halo. There should be some multiplayer we're going to be putting up. Any games that we get if there were a few games I asked for Christmas, so hopefully if I get 1 or 2 of those, I'll have some gameplay of those. Community, what do you call it? The Versus gaming on the weekend will be coming back. Hopefully in January, we'll be doing some Versus, some community playing, stuff like that. Frontline Gaming Zone slowly going to build its way up starting in January. My channel the same way. That's why a lot of things are very lax. This is a very important month. You know, Brant's mom's in. You know, he's got a lot of family that's coming in for the holiday. He's enjoying the holiday. So Brant's very, very busy right now. I've got, you know, holiday shopping and everything setting up for my son. So I'm very busy right now. So that's why a lot of videos are late. A lot of, you know, people aren't around because it's a busy time of the year. So we're letting December play its way out. I feel like the camera's moving too high. I'm going to lower it a little. We're letting December play its way out. And then once December's out, we're going to be starting in January full force forward with this channel, with Frontline Gaming Zone. Comic Frontline is going to continue on its dominant path to awesomeness. And Zone 4 has got a lot of stuff coming up in the new year. And Brooklyn Boys, we have the big Epic X series coming out in the summer. We're going to start going full force with that.
I thought we were doing...
We are. We're going full force in January.
Okay. I didn't know.
And then lastly, and most important when it comes to this guy right here, last Ember Press, we're going to be pushing forward. And I have a lot of projects I'm going to be working on in the year 2016. And hopefully most, if not all of those projects will be printed. And also, by this time next year.
And also for my channel, I'm actually thinking of bringing some retro games to the channel. I mean, you know, thanks to the Retron, what's that called again? I keep
Super
forgetting.
Retro Trio.
Thank you, Super Retro Trio. Plus with Retro Gaming Treasure, which we have been getting.
They actually commented us on our first retro box, by the way.
Oh, good. I'm very happy that they actually got us.
Really great website, really great people, and you know, it's a nice service. There is one other box. Well, you finish that, and I'll talk about the subscription box.
Yeah, well, it's Retro Gaming Treasure if they want to check it out. But for my channel, there's going to be a lot of Bros Teams and Bros Versus, or just regular. Or
he's waiting to get past 700. Your 700th video?
It's going to be in January.
So there you go.
It's getting to the close point, but...
There's a but.
The reason why I'm waiting for after 700 is because I want to just... You know how you want to make new ideas, and then you give them that whole, you know... It's just going to be like a starting point of what they will be seeing all the way till 800, because believe me, there's more than just that I'm bringing to the channel. I'm going to be bringing lots of material to the channel.
Better make sure it's legal first.
What do you mean of legal? Of course it's legal. Anyway, yeah, but with all the games aside, there will be more than just games that we'll be doing, and hopefully I'll be able to find some stuff.
Yeah. As far as this channel, it's, you know, the mail time. We're going to be trying to do at least 1 or 2 a week. Most likely 1 for the first couple of months. We are switching comic book services. Like I said, that'll be saving us a bunch of money. As we save more money, we'll be able to get more stuff.
It's beneficial for both of us. Really.
Patreon is in the works. Not because we're poor, but because with more support, we can get more stuff. And we'll be able to do more for you guys, because there are contests. I would love to do contests. I would love to, but I don't have the funds to do the amount of contests I want. So there is talks about Patreon for this channel in the future. All this will be 2016. I don't want to throw too much at you guys at once, but 2016 is going to be a lot of fun for a lot of different channels and for a lot of different reasons. Like I said, mail time so far will be once a week. We'll move into twice and 3 times as money gets more and more available. As the year moves forward, because the beginning of the year is going to be a little rough. After that, things should be, you know, smoothing out as time moves forward. We're going to be doing Pokemon. We're enjoying Pokemon a lot, and we're getting a lot of nice views, a lot of nice comments and thoughts on those, so we're happy with that. I am starting a poll system or a voting system. Right now, I do have one. You could check it out. I will leave a link in the description after this video goes live, which it took the last live show 3 days before it went officially public.
Really?
Which I don't understand why that happened. We are filming. We are live right now on Friday night. Regardless when you see this go live, go public as a video, this is Friday night that we're doing this. When it goes public, I will have the link to the poll in the description. The first question I have on the poll is what you guys watch most on YouTube, and the choices are comic reviews, card openings, another one's unboxing, another one's anime manga reviews and opinions, movies and TV. Well, I'm going to start going into anime. I'm going to be going into anime manga on Frontline and this channel in the coming year as well. All right. I mentioned this with Jeremy, so we're going to be doing a lot of stuff.
I thought just anime.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I will be getting into certain mangas.
I just didn't know what
anime
you meant.
is based off of mangas. Mangas are how in Japan. What they do is they make the books first, and if the books are popular enough, that's how they make the anime.
I thought One Punch Man.
No, One Punch Man was a manga for years, for about a year or two before it actually became its anime.
I thought it was
Fun fact.
Anime
No. Naruto's manga ended years before a year before the actual anime did.
But Japan gets it before America does.
Oh yeah,
the whole play.
America still is. I believe Volume 4 in America is coming out in January. In Japan, Volume 7 is coming out in around January. I believe Volume 7 for America is going to be towards the end of 2016.
Can't everybody get the same things at the same time?
No, because you have to translate the book. Would it be nice that it all came out at the same time? Of course it would, but unfortunately...
But I know, and we won't be able to understand it.
No, I can't read Japanese. I can read subtitles. I'll tell you guys, if you guys are not watching One Punch Man, it's an amazing anime. I mean, I have been away from anime for a very long time, but I watched the first episode and I was hooked. And I know Ellie asked me, she's like, is it like random like Bobobo and that's why you like it so much? Because Ellie knows me. Ellie knows I like random shit. But no, it's a mix between comedy, good action, a good story. And you know what? It's not like Bobobo. It is not as random as people think. Yes, there are a lot of things that are like, okay, yeah, and things that aren't explained, like how all of a sudden Saitama has all of his abilities just from doing 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups. There's a question mark on really if that's how he became, super, how he got all of his abilities. But you know what? I like that we won't know. I don't want to know. I hope that Season 2 does not explore that at all. I hope they just move forward. I don't want to know how Saitama out of nowhere lost his hair and gained the ability to fly and the super strength and the super speed. I don't want to know. I want that ignorance to how he got his abilities, the reality of it. If there is a reality of it, maybe it is true. It's just all the push-ups and whatever that he did that. I don't care. I like that. I like One Punch Man for what it is. The only complaint I've had over the past 3 episodes, not including episode 11, which came out last weekend now, my only complaint was episode 10, 9, and a little bit of 8. Saitama became more like Goku, where everybody else was dealing with the bad guys, and then he came in towards the end, or he makes little cameo appearances in his own anime, and I don't like that. I like the first 5 or 6 where he was the focal point. Everything happened around him instead of him being around everything that's going on. I love that part of One Punch Man. And already with episode 11, yes, there was a little bit of the side stuff going on, but at the same time, we did get that good focal point on Saitama throughout most of most of the episode. And I am upset that this weekend is the last episode. I can't express how much I really am enjoying One Punch Man. And it's going to be really sad because now I'm going to be going into different animes, starting the winter module. And I'm going to have that in my mind. I'm going to be remembering that season. It's going to be like, I'm subconsciously, I think I'm going to be comparing One Punch Man to all the other animes I watch until I find something again that really grabs me. And I see Jeremy Renfro. I saw his picture. Hey, Jeremy, what's up? Tim's not here. Frank is here right now. But One Punch Man is it's an amazing anime. I can't recommend it enough. I'm really excited to see what's going to be coming in the winter. I really would love to catch up with Pokemon XYZ, and I would love to catch up on Gundam Wing Orphan Blood. That looks good. You don't watch anime.
Well, not usually.
Oh, and I have to watch the last couple episodes of Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah, there's that one.
There is that one.
There is that one.
There is that one. Oh, and I found Kamen Rider, so I might actually catch up on Kamen Rider Ghost, which is the current.
I actually heard a lot of
Kamen Rider.
people watching that.
I showed you the
Yeah, you did
the Henshin device with the eyeball where you put it in and it blinks and then.
Yeah, I remember that.
I won't get that. I would love to get the Kamen Rider Gaiam Henshin device, but that's too pricey and there's way too much fruit involved. Read the manga. The artwork is good. I am getting it. Jeremy, I am getting it. I found it. I was just telling Mike a little bit ago that Volume 4 is coming out in January. We might do a mail time with Volume 1 through 4, depending on if we have the money for it. I would love to get all 4 at the same time. The good news about mangas, they're rarely more than $10. So for 4 volumes, it'll only cost $40.
Mangas are like $30. A book.
Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen, as I go on Amazon and show Michael.
Well, not in Barnes and Noble.
Who shops at Barnes and Noble when you have Amazon Prime?
Well, I
No. I want to. No. We're gonna go into the wish list.
Nobody could see what we're doing.
They don't need to see what we're doing. I have a wish list on Amazon, and under one of those categories, I have many categories. I have comic stuff. I've got a gaming list for all the games that are coming out. But then right here, there's a wonderful thing called manga. Let's click that. And let's see. Watch. It probably didn't save because my computer froze before. No, I just have Attack on Titan here. Let's see if it's on the regular wish list because that happens sometimes too. There's the 2 Pokemon DVDs I put down. No. So we're going to do this the hard way then.
Why are we doing this?
Because I just want to prove a point. Okay. Let's see. One Punch Man Volume 1, 766. One Punch Man Volume 2, 654. Volume 3, 766. You want to read what Volume 4 is?
796.
That's 766. Volume 5 is pre-order. See? Volume 4 is coming out January 5th. Volume 5 of One Punch Man is coming out March 1st. 6 is coming out, 8, which is where Japan is right now, is coming out September 6th. So we'll catch up to the end of One Punch Man by the end of 2016. So, yes, I definitely will be getting the 4 volumes at once. Right now, the beginning of January, the last Ultimate Collection of the TMNT book comes out. February, that other book you saw on my wish list, there's a collection of Kevin Eastman's work on the Turtles that's coming out. I'll obviously be getting One Punch Man in January. We're trying to get – there's a lot of stuff we want, but we have to ration it, towards the money we have at this moment. As more and more money becomes available, as we, we're going to work, like I said, on Patreon. We're going to work on, work. As we start making more money, we'll start getting more stuff. So we want to really get some stuff in Star Wars. I would love to get into, like I said, the new adventures of Batman, toy line, especially that Batmobile. That Batmobile looks sweet as hell. But I will be getting the One Punch Man mangas as we have the ability to get them. Whoop. I'm seeing a lot of comments from Jeremy. Let's see. Watch Parasite. It's 13 episodes, but great anime. Also done by Madhouse. Would you also like a manga recommendation list? Right now, Jeremy, let's go with the anime because right now with the comic books, the games, and the anime and the TV and movies, manga is going to be more of a pleasure read for me than it's going to be for a, part of everything read. I mean, there will be some mangas I'm purposely reading to do certain videos on. But I right now I think the anime first, and then once I see if I have enough time for mangas too, I'll jump into that. And
Any
then
questions they have for me? I don't know.
maybe he'll do mangas. I know Ellie loves mangas, so
Well,
there's more than one of us on.
nah,
There's more than one of us for Frontline, and there's more than one of us on this channel. So don't
Well,
don't
I'm really not used to reading
Ellie will teach you
right to left.
every time Mike says anything bad about anime or manga.
Ellie
beats the hell out of him.
I do not. And no, she doesn't.
Not bad, but whenever you say something that's kind of like, oh, who would like that? She's like, excuse me?
She's never like that.
Well, you just said I can't read from left to right.
I'm not bashing it.
Or right to left.
Read right to left. I'm used to reading things left to right. Maybe when time goes forward.
So read it through a mirror.
Read what through a mirror? The mangas, the words will be backwards.
Hey, if you can't read the right way, it's not our fault.
Why we no let's just continue.
One thing I would like to mention, going back to Frontline Gaming Zone really quick. Oh wait, there's a few more comments before we get into that. Whoop boop. Are you gonna finish Soma? Yes. What manga or anime do you like, Mike? Jeremy asked.
Manga? Well, I've read Dragon Ball Z, a couple of them. And what was the other one?
And while he's thinking, yes, Frank, I'm going to finish Soma. I haven't recorded Soma, though. I've recorded Halo. I have not recorded Soma. And I'm going to get into something with Frontline Gaming than I was right before I saw the comments.
But yeah, really Dragon Ball Z, that's all I remember.
I read Pokemon back when I was younger.
No,
not the movie thing. I read Red's story, R-E-D. I read his story. I believe I read volume 3 and 4. And then I fell out. Was it 3 and 4? I know he was it was before the Elite Four. It was some type of a tournament. It was a tournament he was in, but there's always tournaments, so I really out of my head. Frontline Gaming Zone. As much as we'd love to be like on top of all the brand new games, reality this past 6 months, I've been doing a lot of research. Reality is 90% of the gamers on YouTube that do new games, the games as they come out. And there is one gamer in specific whose name I will not mention because I'm not going to cast stones, because glass houses, and we definitely would live in a glass house in this situation. But there are certain gamers that get games 2 or 3 weeks in advance, dare I say a month, and they start posting like the first part of the game 2 weeks before the game is out. Now, we don't have that luxury where we get games from companies. So regardless of when we get it, we will always be behind certain people on YouTube that start their games way before, in my opinion, an embargo should be allowed. Now, obviously, they are following the embargo because they get in trouble for doing so many games early. But they are literally following the guideline to the letter. They are waiting for that date to come, and they are going right for that embargo. And in all reality, it's really hard to break in as a new gaming channel. However, I love what Game Grumps do, where they grab a lot of old games, and really it's their commentary that makes their gameplay fun. Should it be more than 10 minutes? I think so, but that's their niche. That's how they started. That's how they continue to be, and that's their thing. Awesome. For us, we got so many retro games now. We've got the Super Retro Trio. We've got so many games we got for the PlayStation 3. I've got so many games from last year, so many games from this year, so many games that are going to be coming out next year. Frontline Gaming Zone is always going to be we're going to try to build it up to be something big, but I think the most important thing is for us to have fun. So it's going to be our casual gaming channel, and we're casually going to upload. Obviously, we're going to upload new games, but we're also going to get into some old games because you know what? If Frontline Gaming Zone is only going to focus on the new games, too many people do that already. Too many people will be ahead of us no matter what. the fun, we want to have fun with the channel, because when you have fun with something, people tend to enjoy watching you more. That's the best hint I could give anybody who wants to go into gaming on YouTube. So for us, we enjoy doing new games. We enjoy doing some old games. We enjoy doing some retro games. And we especially enjoy doing community games. Now, we call community games basically where you can do multiplayer, one-on-one, like on Wii, on Nintendo, where it's like Super Mario Baseball or Super Mario Party or whatever.
Well, it's actually Mario Party, not Super Mario Party.
Thank you. Thank you. So that's where we have a lot of fun, and I think that's where we grabbed a lot of subscribers back when we were doing that on Frontline Gaming Zone. So that's what we're going to do. That's the plan for Frontline Gaming Zone come 2016. We're going to be doing some new stuff. Obviously, we did Halo 5, but we're not going to be the type of site where, okay, this game is coming out this Tuesday. We need to get at least 12 parts of that game recorded. We are going to do our game walkthroughs and have fun at our own leisure. If there are games certain people would like to see, if the polls work on my channel, the voting, we'll do that for Frontline Gaming Zone, and we will ask you guys what games you want to see most and which games you'd like to see first. And then we will prioritize those games as long as we're not doing about 50 other walkthroughs at the time. Now, when I say walkthrough, I mean playthrough. We are not perfectionists. We are not going for all the achievements. We are not going for all the collectibles. We are not going to find every single little rock, little nook and cranny, little tiny thing that you have to collect in a game. Right. We don't have the time for that yet, and we don't have the resources. We are a very few people on Frontline Gaming Zone right now. So we do playthroughs, and then we do the community playing on the weekend. That's it. And we have fun doing it. And I'd like to think, especially once we start doing our gaming again, it's one of our strong points on Brooklyn Boys that we had, our commentary. That's really what brought a lot of people into watching our playthroughs, was our commentary back and forth. So that's what we're going to be focusing more on and less on being on time or getting a new game up as soon as possible. So we're going to take a little bit of, we're going to be taking a little bit out of the Game Grumps book. We're going to be taking a little bit out of the New Gamers books, and we're going to be taking a little bit out of our own books, and we're going to be combining it together, and that's how Frontline Gaming Zone is going to go. We're going to be playing games, yes. We are going to be doing new games, yes. We're going to be doing old games, yes. We're going to be doing our community gaming again on the weekends, yes. But we're going to, most importantly, have fun with it, and we're going to be focusing on giving you guys the best commentary, whether it be funny, serious, whatever. We are going to be focusing on that. And yes, we are going to try some horror games come 2016 also, and I'm going to regret saying that, but we are going to be doing a few. I did find a few on Steam. Let's see, got a few. Manga is easy to read, right to left. Just read one volume of manga of anything. I wonder what Soma stands for. I have no clue what Soma stands for, Frank. I'd love to. I would, if I had the time to look into it, I would. There actually is a video series on. I forgot who makes the game, but they have a video series which is a prequel or a setup to the game on their YouTube channel. I would say go check it out. Then Ryan H said Kylo Ren was awesome. Yes, he was. We're going to abstain. Could you close that window now? Because now it's freezing.
Yeah, I feel cold.
We're going to abstain from spoilers, but I will give this without, and it's not really a spoiler. Kylo Ren is going to be an awesome character in the Star Wars new trinity of movies, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of Kylo Ren, period. And that's all I'm going to say at this time. I actually did go out and get one exclusive from a store of Kylo Ren, or somebody got it for me for Christmas. Then Jeremy said, okay, here, Mike, you should try, if you like to read dark, mature stories, try Tokyo Ghoul. I've heard of Tokyo Ghoul. I'd like to get into that as well. Did you get Rainbow Six Siege? That's Frank. Frank, I put it on my Christmas list. That's one of the games that are on my Christmas list. We'll see. People this day always want upload the newest stuff and care more about the subscriber count because how big their channel is. I'm gonna break a huge thing here. When this is something I really never wanted to talk about, but since Jeremy brought it up right here. I'm going to bring up something that I noticed I was doing late 2014 and this year especially, and that is a huge no-no because it's something I said I'd never do, and I found myself doing it, and I stopped myself towards the end of this year, and that's what really is fueling a lot of the decisions I'm making regarding 2016 now. I noticed it towards 300. A little bit after 300 is when I really noticed it, my 300 comic review, and that's when I said, okay, I have to stop it because that's not what it's about. Now, when we started on YouTube, when we started on YouTube 8 years ago on Brooklyn Boys, we did not come on here for subscribers. We did not care how many people subscribed to our channel. We didn't care how many people thought we were idiots. We didn't care how many people had negativity towards us. And we certainly didn't do things to grab people's attention and to get those golden play buttons that YouTube gives out to channels that reach 10,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers, 1 million subscribers. And Brooklyn Boys was a huge success. Why? Because we didn't care how many people subscribed. We did it because we loved it, and the people who subscribed to us loved us because they knew what they were getting themselves into when they came on our channel. They knew it. They knew it and they loved it, and that's why they subscribed. And we never asked people to subscribe. We never told people they had to subscribe. We said, look, you could just put our channel in a bookmark somewhere, come back whenever you want and check out the videos. You don't have to sub to us, and we'll never ask you to sub to us, and you never have to ask us to sub to you. It goes both ways. And when I started my channel, I kept the same theory. I said, I'm going to do what I love to do, and if people like what they see, they'll subscribe. If they don't, they will not. And that's not going to bother me. Fast forward to 2014, I noticed a lot of the things I was doing, I actually started thinking about the subscribers, how to get more subscribers, how to bring more subscribers in, yada, yada, what I needed to do to bring subscribers in, to break away from my norm, the things that my comfort zone, to get more people to want to view my videos and subscribe to my channel. And then I realized that, and I immediately took a step back. I think I took a week, not a week off, but I took a week away from everything. I took a step back, and I said, wait a minute. That's not my philosophy. And that's when I said to myself, you know what? That's why we were not getting Frontline Gaming Zone the way we wanted it, because we were thinking about how to get the subscriber count up. That's why a lot of the things weren't working out on this channel, because I was trying to think of ways to bring the subscriber count up. No. And I slapped my own self on the wrist and said, no. No. You do what you enjoy and let people decide on their own whether they want to subscribe to your channel or not. You're not in this for the subscribers. You're not in this for the views. You're in this because you love doing it and you love having people come onto your shows or come onto your videos and have a great time and walk away with something, whether it be a smile, knowledge,
and
inspiration, whatever. That's their choice, and that's whatever you set out to do in whatever video you do. So yes, I do say at the end of my videos, there's links in the description below, because there are. There's no lie. The links are in the description right now. And yes, I do say, if you guys like what you see, please do click the sub button so I'm in your sub box and don't miss out on a single thing. Yes, I do still say that, and I probably will, because it's a default thing sometimes. But to be honest, my philosophy has always been, if you like what you see, you're going to subscribe. And if you don't like what you see, regardless of what the person on the video says, you're not going to subscribe. That's it. You subscribe to what you like on YouTube, and you check out what you kind of like without subscribing, and you don't sub or check out what you don't like. If you don't like something, you're not going to go on to it, even if a person says like, subscribe, comment, and repeat. That's why I don't do like and comment. Comments I always want, because I love comments, and that's why I love these live shows, because I love the comments that come out of the live show. But the likes don't matter. The subs don't matter. The people who are subscribed to me right now, and the people who will subscribe to me in the future, and the people who have subscribed to me that are no longer on YouTube for whatever reason, Those are the people that matter to me. The people who don't like what they see don't have to stay on this channel. There's no reason. If you don't like comic reviews, if you don't like live shows, if you don't like talking about games and comics and toys and cards that we're doing now, and anime and all the other stuff that I'm going to be doing in TV and movies, you don't have to be subscribed to this channel. I fell into the whole rut of doing just comic reviews. I always wanted this to be an everything channel. If 300 did anything, it showed me A, I was going away from my philosophy, and B, this was supposed to be an everything channel, and now is a perfect time to fix what I broke. And that's what I'm doing in 2016. I'm fixing the channel to the way I wanted it. If you guys like it, I'm ecstatically happy, because that's why I'm doing it to begin with. If you're not, I always take suggestions, but if you don't like what you see, I'm not forcing anybody to stay subscribed. You don't have to, but I hope you do, because I have a lot of really great things in mind for the future, and I'd love to have you guys along with me on that journey. But as you guys can see, people like Jacksepticeye have only been on YouTube for 3 years. He's almost got 1 million subscribers. We've been on YouTube 8 years, and we are just breaking about 2,000. And that does not count for views. That counts as subs. Our views on our videos on Brooklyn Boys, 100, 150 at best. Same thing on this channel. We do it because we love it. Was my philosophy, and that's my philosophy once again. And that's why with the gaming channel, we're not going to stress over doing the new stuff. We're going to stress over giving you guys the best content, whether it be an old game, a retro game, or a new game. And that's what we're going to stress over. We're not going to stress over getting stuff immediately. Buy the game Tuesday, get it out Tuesday night. We're not going to do that, because you know what? Tuesday night we have Frontline Live anyway. We're not going to cut out of a live show just so that we can get stuff up early so we can get more views. We're going to put it out when we can and how we can and the best way we know how to. That's it. And if you guys like it, that's awesome, because that's why we did it. If you don't like it, the wonderful thing about YouTube, there's 1 million gamers. There are a lot of different people. You know, there's 1 million gamers, there's a lot of vloggers, there's a lot of comic reviewers, and there's 1 million TV and movie reviewers, and there's a million toy and collectible reviewers. And I should know, I'm subscribed to a good amount of them, and they're the ones that tell me all the cool stuff that's coming out. And now with subscription boxes being this huge thing, and I was going to talk about that, but I'm going to check comments in a minute first. People are making YouTube channels specifically for subscription boxes, which I think is awesome as well. So there's a lot of different channels out there. Nobody's forcing, and I'm not saying, I'm going to be the best channel at doing everything. Probably going to suck at it for a time, but I'm going to get better. And if you guys are here with us, you get to enjoy that better along with us when we get better. We're going to just work on giving you guys the best that we can. Now, let's get back to what certain things are. I'm getting a PS4 for Christmas. That's awesome, Frank. I'm getting Captain Strange. Like, great show, guys. A bunch of us are seeing Star Wars Force Awakens Saturday night. We rented the whole balcony area. No spoilers here, but I heard from many folks that it is similar to the original. It is. It is. Hans, it definitely is, and you're going to love it. And that's awesome that you got a whole balcony to yourself. Enjoy the movie, man. You're going to love it. If you liked, without spoilers, if you like the original 3 Star Wars, you're going to like this movie. I've heard zero bad about this. I've heard little tidbits of bad, but nothing extraordinarily bad. This movie is going to be the best way to go out in 2015. Then Jeremy said, see, like that these days, I feel a lot of people have forgotten that. Also never understood why people say remember to like and subscribe on every vid. People know rather they like it or not. I agree. If people like it, they'll do it on their own. You don't have to tell them. Personally, it's one of my more outro things now. But on this channel, actually, I believe I stopped saying subscribe. I started saying check out the links below at your leisure. On Frontline, I say it, but Frontline is our website, so we want you guys to, we want to build that up. But Frontline Gaming Zone, this channel, this is Brooklyn Boys was our life. We did that for 8 years. We kind of took a step back the last couple of years, but we're taking a step forward again. And we opened our lives up to everybody. It was the open book to our life, and we had lots of videos. And we spam people's subscription boxes sometimes with massive amounts of random, stupid videos, which nowadays a lot of people would unsubscribe to a channel for doing that. Back when we started, it was literally people posted a million videos a day and nobody cared. Nowadays, with my channel, this is my opportunity to open my life up to you guys. In my life, I've got a family. I have a wonderful, gorgeous, amazing son who every day amazes me with something new that he does and scares me at the same time how smart he is at not even, well, he's going to be 2 next month, but at 2 years old, this boy does things and says things and has accomplished things that it's amazing. It's an amazing, and it's one of a kind feeling being a dad. And that's one of the things I wanted to open up was my life. And, you know, I love writing. So throughout the writing process, I wanted to open that up to you guys on how I'm going from, you know, the stage where here's the script to here's issue number 1 of my comic book. And I'm looking forward to giving you guys that hopefully sooner rather than later in 2016. Jeremy said, me and my friends are all going to see Deadpool, Batman vs. Superman, Suicide Squad, and Captain America in theaters when it comes out. I would love to. Our movie theater in our area is not exactly in the best of conditions right now. A lot of people are bringing a lot of bugs home, and I'm not going to travel into the city to see a movie, at least not during Christmas time. Maybe during January, February, or during these other movies I might be willing to, but I'm not seeing Batman v Superman. I'll wait till that comes out on DVD. What I would change that with, Jeremy, in my position would be Turtles number 2, TMNT 2. I would like to try that movie out. It looks really good to the point where I'm actually willing to give it a shot. That's scary, saying I'm willing to give that movie with Michael Bay being a part of it a shot. Subscription boxes. There was one thing I wanted to mention. We did have to cancel a few for this month due to, well, not a few. We canceled only like I think one.
Maybe a few.
Well, whatever. We had to let some go over the past. Let's put it this way: we had to let a few go over the course of 2015. We let several go. In 2016, I'd love to try a few more, but there is one box in particular. I feel bad we missed the first one, and I'm hoping we catch the second one. You guys know we do the Marvel Collector Core box. Well, those people started a Star Wars box, which runs opposite months of Marvel. So this month, which is December, Marvel brings out their box. Next month, January, Star Wars is bringing out their second box. We missed the first. The first one came out in November, and that was a oh god, what was it? It was a Captain Plasma Chromium Funko, along with a TIE Fighter variant Funko, and a few other little extras. Next month is titled Resistance. That's the Rogues. So I'm hoping that we will have the ability to subscribe to the Star Wars box before the 15th of next month to try out the Star Wars box, because we've been loving the Marvel box. They've got some amazing exclusives, and you know, there were many other boxes we looked into. There were a few that we kind of thumbed or put on our look list. But to be honest, the box that I keep going back to the most is that and the Wizard convention box. But that box is expensive. I know what I'm getting into with the Star Wars box, because we've had 4 really amazing Marvel boxes. And I feel bad we missed out on, like I said, the first Star Wars box. I think that that's going to be the box that we add to cover over all the other boxes that we dropped. and we're going to leave it at that for the first 6 months of 2016. There was 1 or 2 other boxes we were interested in. We are also subscribed. I will say this because it's not really a spoiler because it's not a subscription box at this time because they're having problems. But we did subscribe to Poke Crate, which is a Pokemon subscription box. But right now we can't subscribe. We have to make monthly orders for it because their subscription thing is down on their site, or at least it was for this month. Last month it was as well, but we missed out on November's box, which is okay. It was Lieutenant Surge's box, and I believe this month is the Rainbow Badge box. It was more, I forgot, Violet?
I think it was Violet.
So we have that. So we'll have the Poke Crate, and we'll have maybe the Star Wars box, which we'll subscribe to. And we'll kind of even it out with those subscription boxes right now. Because then we've got the Marvel box, we've got Arcade Block, we'll have Star Wars, we'll have Pokemon, and what else?
The indie box.
Cindy gets the indie box, yep. And the Retro Gaming Treasure. And TMNT.
I'm feeling we're missing out something.
I don't think we're missing anything. No, this channel has TMNT, Indie Box, Retro Gaming Treasure. Frontline has Arcade Block and the Marvel Collector Score every other month. If we get the Poke Crate for my channel, for this channel, that's 6, and Star Wars, that's 7.
I could be sworn missing. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just tired after today.
Yeah, we're exhausted. That is one thing we are, is exhausted. We're actually going to be going in a little bit.
Well, can I do my announcement?
Yeah, just let me read these comments and then you're next. I did the subscription. You're next. Let me just do this. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but I kind of want to see the Star Wars Force Awakens. I would recommend it, Frank. You might like it because it's got good action. You don't have to be a Star Wars fan to enjoy this movie. I just got my Multiversity graphic novel with hardcover. I'm loving it. Plus, I ordered for the Map 2 Multiverse poster going to hang on my... You know, I realized I have 2 of them.
2 what?
Multiversity, the Multiverse maps.
Oh,
I probably got them at New York Comic Con in 2014, and I didn't even realize it. I found it in on that shelf where I had all that convention stuff. I have 2 of them.
Well, 2 better than 1, I guess. For some things, at least.
Great stream, guys, and that's Video O Fiend. Thank you. Thank you very much. The first one didn't impress me at all. Oh, the TMNT movie, I'm guessing Jeremy said. I did not watch the first TMNT movie yet, Jeremy, and I know it won't impress me. And I know Megan Fox is literally playing herself in the movie, but what can I say? I've got to, you know, it looks a lot more interesting than the first one, that's for damn sure.
Yeah.
So anyway, now what was your announcement?
About the Smash Bros. Thing?
Go right ahead.
Go after?
Go ahead, yeah, that's good news.
Yeah, so this coming week on December 15th, there was a special announcement that they were doing for the Super Smash Brothers. And I did watch the whole coverage, and a lot of great things came out of that, actually.
Really?
Well, some things. Like, first of all, we had Cloud, who was playable.
Yeah, he was.
Super Smash.
After the Smash event.
Oh, it froze a little bit. Along with
moving.
Oh, it did before. Along with the stage of Midgar, if you buy him, and we also got the Super Mario Maker stage. And I am planning to get the 64 stages, and I might do a video of that whenever I get the chance to. But the one thing that I wasn't too crazy about, now many of you, I don't want you to bash me because this is my opinion. We found out we are getting 2 more DLCs this coming year.
And that's it for the game itself.
And then that's it for the game itself. Now, those 2 DLCs were the vote ballot winners.
I never voted for Bayonetta. I'm annoyed. I didn't want
I
Bayonetta.
didn't want to say it. I want to say it now, though.
Go ahead.
One of them was Bayonetta, and I saw the trailer.
I didn't like it. I wanted Wolf.
I mean, how could I put this?
It's too random. Bayonetta's like Snake, except we wanted Snake. I don't know how many people wanted Bayonetta, but I'm sure that the gross population...
Most of Europe actually voted for Bayonetta.
Most of Europe, but what about America?
I'm not really too sure, but I think Wolf was in high demand, and they didn't, for some odd reason. Unfortunately, guys, Wolf.
Why is Bayonetta so popular in Europe?
Many people played the games, and many of them.
I played Bayonetta. I still wouldn't see. I can't see her in Smash.
I don't know. And then the other one that they added, which was a trailer, was Corum from the Fire Emblem. Now I saw that trailer too, and I was a little. It was okay. But the two DLCs...
Video openings that don't watch it. The second one looks good, so just watch that and pretend the first didn't happen. All right, maybe that'll happen. I don't know. To be honest, I don't have time to watch any old movies right now. I feel like I'd love to do that with Batman v Superman, but we'll see how that movie pans out.
Yeah, but the two DLCs, just going back to that I felt that came out, that it's like saying we built the hype up for this.
Yeah.
I mean, Bayonetta, maybe it will. Now, hold on a minute. These two DLCs are supposed to come out in February,
right?
From what I am hearing,
right.
And of course, I'm going to get them because I got the other DLCs in the stages as
well. We need the characters,
and we need the characters. We don't want to go, bashing on them, But it could very possibly be that maybe the characters that come out might be good, because the trailer I saw was not bad.
That's fine. Just more proof that Link is still the best character in the game, even though you add.
Well, there's this whole thing when I did a Cloud video. There was the one thing at Cloud video. They said that I should have done a death match of Cloud versus Link.
Link would have won.
Yeah, well,
Ganondorf won.
Well, yeah, but that's a whole different story. Beside the point, there were a lot of DLCs that were great that came out this year. I'm just hoping when I get Bayonetta and the Corum character, and Corum, the character herself. Corrin?
Believe so.
Corrin,
I'm probably wrong. I don't know. It's a Fire Emblem character.
It's a Fire Emblem character, yeah. I just hope that they won't.
Surprise, Sora still hasn't made it in. I know, Jeremy. I would think Sora should be.
And you know what's really something that they almost were going to put in, but they didn't? Britney Spears. How do you want to put Britney Spears in the game? I thought maybe Freddy Fazbear that they would vote for, and then maybe that would be one of those things. Or Goku from Dragon Ball. Believe me, there were a lot of Gokus that they wanted him to be in Dragon Ball Z. And I'm one that voted for Shadow the Hedgehog. And I'm surprised that didn't make it in. I mean, it would have been... We needed more Sonic characters. There's Mario Brothers series, there's Donkey Kong series, Legend of Zelda series, and everything else. Poor Sonic the Hedgehog's the only... Now... Okay, they're not Nintendo, like, how can I say this? There was Sega Genesis. I know you're laughing. It's funny. There was Sega Genesis before they came out for the Nintendo.
You bury yourself on this one on your own. I'm just going to keep talking.
I'm just saying that they should have added more series characters for Sonic. Maybe Tails, Knuckles, or Knuckles they voted for, actually. And hopefully not the Sonic Boom one. You're looking at me like, what's that look?
I wanted Wolf.
Well, Wolf
was in Melee.
What about Crystal? Crystal would have been a nice addition. Maybe not. Please, God, don't put Slippy in there. Many people vote for Slippy.
I would have voted for Slippy over Britney Spears.
Why would you vote for Slippy?
Over Britney Spears.
Why would you even vote for Slippy over anything?
If it was him or Britney Spears, I'd vote for Slippy.
No, eliminate him. Eliminate him. Because I don't like Slippy. Now, Ken, wait a minute. Ken would have been good. He would have been good next to Ryu. But beside the point, it was a good announcement that they did. I just think the DLCs could have been a little bit better.
Jesus, between Pokemon and Fire Emblem, They're taking over the whole dang Smash, and the Mario characters, duh, but
yeah, but well, that's
everybody
because
else.
Nintendo's been around for 30 years.
You think they put a Star Wars character?
But Star Wars isn't really all there with Marvel, with Disney, with Star Wars.
Still, would have been funny.
I don't know. Maybe it
Kylo Ren as the new Smash, and his Smash is the Dark
Why not Luke
Force
Skywalker?
Crush.
Luke Skywalker would have been awesome.
They need Shigen because it's not ogre until he has.
Oh, don't tell me Shrek was one of them. As that.
No, he was making a joke.
Oh, no Shrek either.
All right, guys, we're gonna start heading out.
But yeah, that was the announcement.
Yeah, we're gonna start heading out, and that's because I'm getting a little tired, and
I gotta post more of the game this for Brooklyn
right,
Boys.
and we have Game is for Brooklyn Boys on this channel. We're gonna be shooting the review, and I'm gonna be posting that tonight. I'm probably gonna keep this computer on. We're using the work computer, the other computers over there. I'm shopping like crazy right now. I've got one last big order to make on Amazon.
A little bit done with.
I've got one big order to finish on Amazon, and then the little tiny stuff we'll be shopping for on Monday, Tuesday next week, and then we're done. That's it. Wednesday is the day of rest, which is why we'll be doing Dark Avenger Live. Episode 56 will be Wednesday, unless things get really busy. I am warning you guys that this coming next week, out of all the weeks that, for this month that we said we would do it, next week is going to pop. If anything, that will be the 1 week we might miss.
But the week after, Twitter,
right? But the week after, which is, I believe, let me just make mention of this. The week after, we would probably do it on Wednesday again because New Year's Eve is Thursday. And New Year's Day we were going to do it. So next week, if we do end up canceling New Year's Day, January 1st, which is a Friday, we will be doing a Dark Avenger Live. So if this is the last video live show of the new year, happy holidays, guys. Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa. I know Hanukkah's already done. Kwanzaa is coming up after Christmas, and Christmas is coming next week, and we celebrate Christmas. So happy holidays, everybody. We hope you guys have a happy new year as well. This might be the only time we talk to you guys live. So till the new year. So hopefully you guys have a wonderful New Year's Eve. You guys have a wonderful Christmas, wonderful Kwanzaa, and had a wonderful Hanukkah. And if this is the last live show until the new year, we hope you guys have a happy, wonderful end of the year. And we will see you guys on the first day of 2016, unless, of course, we do the live show next week on Wednesday, and then we'll be doing this all over again. Guys, take care. Have a wonderful night. Hopefully you guys aren't stressing too much over the holiday shopping, and we will see you guys soon in the next video.
Yep. See you guys then.
Take care, everybody.
Bye, everyone.